Okay, with all the mini consoles coming out, seems like every classic system has a mini console. There's a PlayStation, there's a Nintendo, Super Nintendo, Coleco, Atari, Sega's got two. I wanted to basically play through all of them, and I figured to start at the beginning. A while back, Atari came out with this. This is the, well, actually, it's At Games that came out with it. It's Atari Flashback 8 Gold. It has 120 built-in games. It was done for the 40th anniversary of Atari. And what it comes with is, so here's the system. Let's try to replicate the older, what they call the wood version of Atari. It does have two ports for the original Atari controllers and the paddle controllers. I tried a Sega Genesis controller because the Genesis works well on a 2600 and 7800. It did not work on this. So you're kind of stuck, at least as far as I know, with the Atari controller. But has the buttons. I really wish they would have kept with the Switch. That way it would have looked more classic. And it would have been easy to do, but probably cost-cutting measures. And then it comes with two of the classic Atari controllers that just so happens to be wireless. Then it comes with an HDMI cable and the power adapter that you need. So, figured go through, this will be more than one part video, because there's just so many games to go through. So, my plan is to just go through each game, play it a bit. Many of these games people may not be familiar with, so this way you can actually see the game, and most of these games also don't cost that much if you want to pick one up. I don't know if these are still available. I got this one when Toys R Us was going out of business, so I picked this up from there. Before I begin, the controller actually has 4 buttons on it. You have your reset button, a select button, a start button, and then it actually has a replay button, so you can actually do a replay. It is a little overly sensitive, which can be a problem with some of these games. And then some of these games, of course, are paddle games. My paddle controllers right now need to be cleaned so they don't work. So right now I'm going to skip the paddle games. But hopefully before this video series ends, I'll have those fixed and we can go back and do the paddle games. So let's start with 3D tic-tac-toe. So it gives you a nice overview of what each of the buttons do. It does have difficulty switches, which is on the console. And then you can favorite if you want, and then you can make your own favorite list. So I am extremely bad at this game. And as always, it is the typical how to begin. And hit start. Okay. So I have to figure out, and it's odd when your turn is done, the screen blanks out actually. And of course he just blocked me there. What is he going for? It's a really hard game, actually, because you got to think in a three-dimension style here. Let's go down here and block him there. Block him there. I'm sure he's got something set on the 3D levels here. Oh, yeah. Okay. So that is 3D tic-tac-toe. So to go back on the controller, you hit the reset button. And then you hit the reset button again. Oh, you just hit to the left and it takes you back here. So Adventure is one of the first, adventure games. It's an interesting game. Yes, start. Start. So you're just this little square. You got to get all the keys. And then that's my sword. Whoops. Grab the sword back. And so that kills the dragon. And now you have the maze. So you're trying to find the treasure. And the game is different every time you play it. It works on a randomizer. Okay, so we need to... see what's over here. I need the black key. And I'm only going to be playing these for just a few minutes. I'm not going to go overboard on these. But Adventure is a really fun game. And then it's got a difficulty setting. This was actually one of the games that... so Atari did not want any of the programmers to put their names in. They wanted everything to be showing just Atari. This one actually has an Easter egg to where you can unlock the programmer's name. Come on. And of course, with most Atari games, there is almost no music. Just did not have the capability back then. Got the bridge. That's good. So the bridge allows you to go through walls. Certain walls, I should say. See, I can't go horizontal, but if you actually can go up. But anyway, that's Adventure. Like I said, I'm not going to play these a lot because there's a lot to go through. So Adventure 2, I've never played before. a lot of these will be my first time, so I know nothing about Adventure 2 except that it is basically a sequel to Adventure 1. So I'm sure they made it more complicated. And I just got... There's a bat and a dragon going around. Almost looks like a glitch because they're on top of each other. Ah, there they are again. Not what I expected. Ah, there's the other dragon. And then the dragon eats you. Ah. So that's Adventure 2. Air Raiders. So this one is a little... Let's see if I can figure this out. That's interesting. Let's hit... Let's see. Okay. Start. Start. So it's not airplane controls. Let's try the... Well, I assumed... So this one I have no idea. Hit the button to go. Oh, here we go. Okay, so I'm airborne. You can't hold the button. Now the button is my gun. Find anyone. Oh, there they are. Okay, at first this wasn't that good, but actually I kind of like it. Like an Atari version of Top Gun. Although with an Atari controller, this is kind of hard to control. When I wish I could get the Sega Genesis controller to work. And I noticed you have limited ammo. But that's Air Raiders. Okay, Air-Sea Battle. So this is one of those games that is a lot like Combat. Almost everyone had it. These are two-player games. So we can just go through the fun of... You press down to bring your gun straighter. Up to make it Dang. There. And then, of course, Air Raiders has different modes. There's like 27 games on here, but it all ranges from just different planes you shoot, helicopters, a big letter A balloon, several balloons. That I don't know what that is. Like a flying saucer and a boat. And then those are definitely ships. Tanks, maybe. Kites. So there's a lot. A rabbit. And then this one is, I believe, instead of the gun, yeah, I am the plane. So, that is Air and Sea Battle. So, Aqua Adventure. Okay, I vaguely remember this one. I believe... Yeah. What you do is you just go down... Oh, thought there's one more level. So you cannot touch the fish, but you can shoot them. But all that does is make another fish show up. Dang. So you got to get down to that house. Okay, let's start this one over. Get a better run at it. Dang. And when you get the house, you go up. And you grab the mermaid. And now you're on to level 2. Anytime you shoot a fish, something else comes really fast, you see. And now it adds another level. Ah. It's actually a fun game. Just got to get used to the... Okay, I hit the button. The fact that as soon as you shoot a fish, you really need to move. And that your hitbox is rather large. Okay. So that's Aqua Adventure. So now, Armor Ambush. Which again, I know nothing about this. Start. So I'm guessing this is another one of those 2-player games. It's like an graphical upgrade to combat. Okay, so that's Armor Ambush. Okay, asteroids. Everyone knows asteroids. I'm going to real quick check to make sure everything is going smoothly here. something on the computer. Okay. And it has been a long time since I played Asteroids. Ah. Couldn't remember my teleport. I do love Asteroids. I remember playing it in the arcade. It's definitely one of my favorite Atari games. My favorite would have to go to Sequest. I love Sequest. Okay. So, Asteroids, like I said, everyone knows Asteroids. Astro Blast. Whoops. There's that oversensitive controller. Astro Blast. So initially it kind of reminds me of Missile Command. Always have to constantly look at the buttons on the controller. Oh, this looks like it was a paddle game. So they have tweaked things so you can use a controller, but boy, this is better as a paddle game. You barely want to touch the joystick. See, with the paddle, you'd be able to line up a lot better. With the joystick, it's real tricky to line up your shot. Okay. So that is Astro Blast. Ha. Atari Climber. Let's do Novice. I'm assuming the laser beam walls are bad. Must get up. Oh. The wall touched my hat. Can I get that? Oh. So apparently it's not getting to the top. You want those... Oh, this isn't going to go well. You want those white dots. I don't know what they are. This is actually not a bad game. Except for the controller. Okay. So that's Atari Climber. Okay, there are certain games I'm not going to play much of. Like this, Backgammon. I mean, it's backgammon. If you know how to play backgammon, you'd like this. I don't know how to play backgammon. But if you want it on Atari, you can get it. Basketball. So this is the one that a lot of people like to make fun of because you can actually keep playing after the time ends. I mean, it's your average basketball, and I don't... It is a two-player. I wonder if you have three-pointers. Well. Okay. Beam Rider. This looks interesting. Has that Tron feel to it. This one I kind of like. Okay, so that is Beam Rider. Again, this is another one of those. It's blackjack. You just bet how much. And well, you can't beat that. You win the first hand by getting a blackjack. Okay. Bowling. Well, we thought it was bowling. Go back to bowling. We're not ready for Chopper Command yet. Bowling. Don't think you can put any spin on the ball. Oh, got a spare. Okay, so that's bowling. Breakout. Maybe. Okay, Breakout's another one of those. It's actually better with the paddle. I don't know if they've messed with it on this to allow the joystick to work, but let's see. Looks like they have, but boy, is this going to be not easy. Yeah, this is definitely your paddle game. Okay. It's one of those that once I get my paddle controllers fixed, I will try them. I've been told it should work in the Mini, so that would be good to see. Another one that I know would be almost impossible is Kaboom. Kaboom, you really, really need a paddle controller. Canyon Bomber. Let's see what Canyon Bomber is. You're in a helicopter that looks like an oil can. Oh, so it's mainly... I guess I'm now in a plane. and you alternate. Um, this is really weird. But it's not bad. I could get into that one. Okay, Centipede, one of my favorite Atari games. Actually, one of my favorite arcade games. I would love it if on our site we did a video a while back of the quarter arcades, and I have the Pac-Man and Galaga. I wish they'd do a Centipede. The Centipede one would be neat. That's Centipede. Okay. Sorry, I had to adjust some audio stuff. So, Championship Soccer. Now, I grew up with Pele Soccer for Atari, which I know it looks weird, but I kind of liked. And this looks almost identical to Pele Soccer. Is this Pele Soccer? Boy, does it look like it. And again, it's a two-player game. I don't think there is... Okay, so the hard level increases that. Is there a one-player game? Let's just see what that does. There's a one-player game. And I'm sure I put it on a hard setting. Oh, wow. Look at the goal. Perfect time for the World Cup. Yeah, this is Pele Soccer, because Pele Soccer did the fireworks. So apparently it's the exact same thing. It's kind of interesting. Unless they for some reason had to change the name because maybe they lost the license and they couldn't call it Pele anymore. That's my guess. Okay, chase it. I'm going to guess we chase something. So obviously a two-player game. Can I touch the black? No. Is there a... Let's go up a bit. Let's try this. So I think it... I don't know. My guess is it's a two-player game. Use the player one or left joystick for one-player games and oh, you have to go to games 1 through 9 are two-player games. Games 10 to 15 are one-player games. Okay. I do like that they have that information on there. Chopper Command. Everyone knows Chopper Command. This was actually yeah. So what you're doing is you're protecting your cargo down there, and you're shooting your helicopter from, looks like, the Korean War era, because it looks like something from MASH, is shooting lasers from, looks like they took from Defender, but Chopper Command's fun. How can you not like Chopper Command? Plus, you'll have rapid fire. Chopper Command, one of my favorite Atari games. Circus Atari. Okay, Circus Atari I know was a paddle game. So let's see if how well this does. So basically it's Breakout, but instead of a ball, you're using a person's head, and you're using a seesaw. So let's see. Oops. Dang. This is why you need a paddle. Or it's just fun killing them. Yeah, you really need a paddle for that. The Atari controller is not known for being extremely sensitive or accurate, and this one, its sensitivity is just a little too high. So, but at least it's doable. They didn't do a bad job. It's not as stiff as your original Atari is. So Combat, the most common Atari game known to man. If you don't know Combat, it came packed in, and Combat's one of those that they're like pennies. You use them in trade, or you try to get rid of them because you have too many copies of them. That's Combat. And then if Combat wasn't enough, you have Combat 2. Look at that title screen. The neat thing of Atari is the flashing lights. Okay, so let's see. So they've added terrain now. Start. So I'm the white tank. Oh, there is no... How do you stop? It's like automatic. There. Oh, you have multiple hit points. Okay, that's Combat 2. Upgraded version of Combat 1. Cosmic Commuter. A skillful pilot your astrobus as you pick up passengers, dodge or shoot obstacles, and try to avoid running out of fuel. much like every pilot tries to do. You always should try to not run out of fuel. Oh. Oh, I didn't even know I was playing. Oh, so you land and then you turn into this egg thing. I'm assuming that's fuel. Oh, I just picked someone up. Oh, and you have rapid fire. But I'm guessing it's like River Raid, where you can accidentally shoot fuel. Yeah, you can. So when do I get... I'm waiting to see when I get to that other dock. Is that another person, or... do I make it to the end? So far, I haven't seen any new other people. Is there only one passenger? Not a lot to this game. I don't know, I kind of expected more. I thought, like, each one of those dots would be a person. Well, we're about to see what happens when you get to the end. Did I pass my ship or something? Okay. So, it's not bad. A little easy. Crackpots. Okay, this is another one that the paddle, I bet. Okay. So spiders going in the building and you, or I think they're spiders. Creepy crawly creatures is what it's called. Crystal castles. You have to help Bentley Bear collect the gems. I have no idea what to do. Okay. Not a fan of that one. The controls being isometric on an Atari controller, not the best. Dark Cavern. Avoid the blobs, spiders, and robots, destroying as many as you can along the way. Oh, I thought I shot him. Let's... Okay, you can't go through that. Sprites from, oh, now they can shoot. Reminds me of the bat from, Haunted House. Okay. Dark Cavern. Decathlon. I thought it was going to, like, light a torch or something. Nope, it's not back and forth. Is it just to the right? Yeah. Okay, so you just tap to the right. Interesting. Long jump. I'm guessing the button is how you jump. Maybe not. Okay, decathlon. Demons to Diamonds. This was a paddle game. It's a fun game. It does, probably like all the others, they've tweaked it to where you can use a controller. Okay. Yeah, this is better as a paddle game. But the purpose of that, you just collect the diamonds as they come up. Desert Falcon. Get 3 heroes. I do not look like a falcon. At first I thought it was like a cloud. I could shoot. Apparently the buildings don't block. Oh, you can fly? How did I fly? I was flying for a minute. But you can't touch things. Let's try that again. Oh, you press back. Oh. So if you press back, you can fly. I don't know. I may have to come back to that one. Try that one again another day. Dodge 'em. So this is basically you just try not to crash into the drunk guy that's purposely trying to kill you. You can speed up. It's not switching like it should. Because any of those, there we go, any of those gaps yeah, this starting to not like this controller. It's really, really hard to control some of these. Double Dunk. You can probably guess what type of game this is. That. Not what I expected. I swear they're doing like the Thriller dance. Anyway. Offense, defense. Start. Yeah, that basketball one was better. Dragster. I did own Dragster. The trick with this one is to try to go as fast as you can without blowing up your engine. Like that. That's what your engine looks like when you blow it up. Okay. Hey, I'm trying to remember. There's a... Just get to the other side of the screen. That's it. That's Dragster. Not much to it. Okay, Enduro I also own. It's a fun little racing game. Trying to remember. So there was Enduro, there was Pole Position, there was Night Driver. One of them had, like, you have to go through the night, and I think there was some weather. I don't know if that's this one. All based on cars you pass. That's your points. And then there is no high-low gear shift. It's just how long you press the button. That's how you increase and decrease your speed. Okay, this one does have the weather, because now we're in ice. Okay, so this is the one I was the sun setting. Yeah, here's night. There's heavy fog at night, which is always the fun one. It's not bad for a party. As you can guess, your purpose is to get the number of cars you pass down to 0. As you pass them, it goes down, and then when they, because you get hit, it'll go back up as they come back to you. And then the car is flashing because I'm near the end, because it's becoming morning. That's it. Enduro. Not a bad game. Escape It. Looks like it's from the same people that made Chase It. Oh, that's weird. I'm guessing I need to get in the upper left-hand corner. Yeah. Okay, weird. I've never seen a maze that it's like there's several different mazes and it just constantly changes. Not a bad one, actually. That one would be fun with 2 players. Okay. Fatal Run. Drive through all 32 levels to release the life-saving satellite. Along the way, you must distribute the radiation vaccine throughout the major cities. Okay. Interesting. You can resume. Let's go back. I think I messed up. Fatal Run. Okay, so back is brake. It's forward. Button does nothing. Do I ram him off the road? I have no idea what those bars on the right side of the screen are. Oh, but I ran into a wall that exploded. interesting game over screen. So Fatal Run, I may go back to that one. That one doesn't look that bad. Once I figure it out. Fishing Derby. Cover's interesting. It's got a shark with a bunch of goldfish. So how do you... Okay. So I'm assuming... the shark will eat the fish. Yeah. Okay, I do a fair amount of fishing. This is not accurate. Huh. One, I don't normally have to dodge a shark. And then no one's fishing pole does that. Okay. I don't know. Flag capture. Instead of capture the flag, it's flag capture. Start. So it says 2. I'm guessing that means that I'm close to his flag. Oh, so it's interesting. Okay, that's kind of neat. So you basically just pick, and it says I'm 6 away, so... And then I guess that was a bomb. And it says it's over here. I'm 3 away. Huh. Okay, that's actually not bad. I don't mind that one. Football. Nope, go... No. Stop it. Oversensitive joystick. Dang it. Game does not want me to play this. 4-on-4 football. Oh my. I have no idea what to do. Start. Select. Start. Well, maybe that's a good thing. Didn't look too interesting. Frog Pond. So, Frog Pond... If it's what I remember... Okay, it's not. No, I was thinking of Frogs and Flies. That was... I liked. So, it looks like this is kind of similar. Not as good, though. Okay, Frogger. Everyone knows Frogger. Another one of my um, favorite Atari games. But not good with an oversensitive joystick. So this Frogger looks different than the one I had on 2600. This one seems to be... Oh no, it looks better. It's like this may be the Atari 7800 version. Which is odd that they would put the 78 version on this. I don't know, let me see. The cover's right. I don't know. That looks more like the arcade or the 7800. The 2600, it wasn't as colorful. The frog did not look that good. The graphics weren't as good as that. So, I don't know. I do not think that's the 2600 version. Frogs and Flies. So this was a fun game. I loved this game. There was Frog Bog, which was similar to this, that the graphics were better, but Frogs and Flies was by far better. It just proves that gameplay and is better than graphics. And you want the one... Okay, I want to hit... I think it's a difficulty. Is that it? To where you can... Yeah, because it was always fun to... It gives you... You got momentum. And you can actually fall in the water. Which was fun. And the ending to this game is neat because all it is this, you know, as it's getting darker, you, here, we'll turn that. There will eventually, the frogs will just leave. Yeah, I don't like playing it on the easy mode. You have less, actually, I think it's harder. But the frogs will kind of go off the lily pad. And then you'll have this firefly come up. Come on. Oh, I tied it. Ah, they moved right at the last minute. Yeah, they'll dodge you. It's getting darker. There it goes. So they jump off the screen, and you have this little firefly come up and says the end. So I managed to catch up, actually. Fun game. I love that game. It's a great game. Probably my third favorite Atari game. Frontline. Nope. No. Not ready for Haunted House yet. Frontline. If I remember this one correctly, this could be the really bad Commando type game. So let's see. It was developed by Coleco. Yeah. So you basically shoot the last direction you push. And you can get stuck on trees. Not a fan of this one. Not at all. Just play Commando. Ah! Stop it. Back. Frostbite. Frostbite. Okay, so I had to reset it. We go back up to alphabetical. Never had that happen before, but at least it came back up. Okay, Frostbite. Wow, it just really wants to go. Okay, so this one, what you do is you have to go from level to level, changing the color. And then every time you jump, I don't know why I fell off. Every level you get, ah shoot, I know what that happened. You are building your igloo. That may have been a bad idea. Come up, come up, come up, come up, come up. Ah, it's rebuilding. I know the bird's going to push me off, but... And then I think you just go into your igloo. Yeah. And see, the temperature is decreasing. So the longer you're out here, the fewer... And the fish are good. You want to collect the fish. So that's Frostbite. I didn't have Frostbite. I was watching a Atari stream that Mike Matei was doing, and he had Frostbite up, and so I got hooked on Frostbite. It's a really, really fun game. Okay. Ooh, fun with numbers. Get to do math. So, I guess you just solve the equation. Is that it? Okay. thing is weird on its menu. Golf. I did have golf. This is more like putt-putt. Anyway, you're trying to get it into that hole. It's very boring. Play NES golf. It's better. Gravatar. Start. Button. Select. Well, it didn't freeze on me. Start. Ah. Okay. So everything has, I guess that's the sun you're trying to avoid. Oh, this was unexpected. Weird. Okay, Gravatar. I don't know. I may go back to that one. Hero. Glide our hero. Ah, funny. Through caverns filled with flying critters, tentacles, moving walls, and other dangers. He is equipped with a jetpack, laser beam, and a limited supply of dynamite. Okay. You can blow yourself up. That's good to know. Dang. So I guess the dynamite is set automatically? Okay. Hero. And again, it wants me to go to Haunted House. Hangman. Okay. Everyone knows how to play Hangman. Basically guessing what the word is. There is an E. There is a T. There is an S. There's not an A. There's not a C. No H. I like that it want the... I'm guessing it's silent. Yeah. The letters that you pick, it erases. So... Okay, Hangman. Okay, so this will be the last page of games I do in this part, and then I'll go to the next part, because there's a lot more, and I know we weren't going to get through them all in one part. So here's the last group for part 1. Haunted House. So Haunted House I did have. Haunted House is kind of fun. Your purpose is that you have to collect pieces of this urn. You have a... There are these things that fly. You have a match that goes out when these creatures show up. Okay, so I just got the magic wand. What that does is it makes me invincible, basically. So there's a piece of the urn. So I'm gonna... And you can only... I can't have... Okay, so that means that that's locked. Nope. Maybe I just hit it too many times. You can't have the magic wand and pieces of the urn at the same time. So it's one or the other. Okay, so see, that tells me there's a creature coming. Because my match went out. So you're basically going room by room. Oh, see, there he is. And see the levels. So once you collect all the pieces of the urn, you go to the next level. Nope. Let's go to... Come on. 4. Okay, so I've got all the urn. So I think we go... I can't remember what floor we go to. If it will let me stay. Okay, so there it is. So that's Haunted House. But each time you go to the next level in the game difficulty, it'll show less. Like there's... Hardest level is there are no walls. You can't see anything. Everything's just black. Haunted House isn't bad. Home Run. I love how they're up front. Play a scaled back, fast-paced version of baseball. Oh yeah, because there's only 2 players. This is... Okay. Guess you have to touch them to get them out. Okay. Yeah, not a fan of that. Human Cannonball. Carefully judge angle, speed, and distance to launch your human cannonball to the target. So it's basically that one mini game in Pilot Wing 64. Okay. how do we change angle? Oh, so close. Let's go to 50. What's 62 do for us? Because you can't change the... Ah, it just says ouch. So 80 is not enough. Or too much. 75. Not going to be 75. Okay, I want to at least get one guy in. Start. 44 miles an hour. What does... Oh, but see, we're not bad. Oh, it just changed on me. 28 miles an hour. Oh, so close. About 66. Sorry, I need to go over backwards. $58. Ha! 58. We didn't kill him. Okay, so cannonball. Human cannonball, not that bad. Indy 500. So this is like RC Pro-Am. This is another one to where... So they had two paddle controllers for the Atari. You had the normal one that the paddle goes... you know, for sports. And then you had the steering one, which was limited. I can't remember if it was limited to 180 degrees and the other one was 360, or if the steering wheel one was like self-centering. But I never had the steering one. So let's see. Oh, so that's how you will make one. The Atari controller is not the best steering wheel. There, we made one. Okay, that's Indy 500. International soccer. So a huge improvement over, what was the other one? Championship soccer. So I'm the guys in the yellow. I can't. Oh. Well, that was easy. Okay. International soccer. Jungle Hunt, another one of my favorite games. Didn't mean to do that, but it worked out. And when you hit this button, you can do more than one jump. So normally, I was more confident in the controller, I would take out the alligators. But I'm not all that confident in it. Because you supposedly, you have a knife. Let me try to take out one. Okay, I got one. But you can only take them out when their mouth is closed. It's always a fun game. I think he's rescuing his daughter. After this should be the Headhunters, which is got the fun song. Oh. Dang. It's not good. Eh. So the secret I use is you get as close as you can. One more. And then when he is away from you, you jump. Come on, keep running. Then you have two of these guys. Yeah, but that's Jungle Hunt. Love Jungle Hunt. Kaboom. Okay, so this is another one that you really need the paddle. This is not going to go well. So you got the Mad Bomber up top, and then you got these 3 buckets. And every 10,000, you get a free bucket, which also drops the speed, because every single level, he increases the speed. But when you get a new bucket, when you drop a bucket, so it decreases the speed by 1. So you actually want to purposely drop a bucket before you hit 10,000, and then you get that bucket back. So I don't expect this to go well with a controller. Yeah, see, it's hard to... Yeah, you can't do it. You really need a paddle. But that's Kaboom. Keystone Capers was a fun one. So Keystone Capers, you're a cop in a mall. And you're trying to catch the robber. And get all the loot. Pass him up top. If I would have gone and taken the elevator to the 3rd floor, he would have immediately backed up, and I would have been stuck. So long as I can get to him before he reaches that escalator, I'll be good. There you go. Keystone Capers. And then it just recycles or loops, and there's more enemies that show up. Keystone Capers is a good one. I like that one. Maze Craze. So Maze Craze, you're this little tiny, and it's a 2-player game, of course. Little tiny guy, and you're just trying to get to the end of the maze. And this is not going to get me where I want. I should have gone up. Okay. I want here, 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 there, up, down. Okay, that's Maze Craze. And finally, Mega Mania. So this is the last one we'll do in this video. Control a fleet of mobile blasters at the bottom of the screen, under constant attack by wave after wave of outrageous objects. Okay. So you're the Starship Enterprise. Shooting your traditional UFO. Oh, and you do have... Oh, Enterprise blew up. Oh, it does have different enemies, though. That's kind of neat. Okay, so that was Mega Mania. So, we're going to stop there, because as you can see, we've got, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we've got 6 more pages with 10 each, so you got 60 more games. But just to see, there's my favorite, Sequest. Some of the ones of note that they did add that we'll go into next time is that you do have the Sword Quest, Earth World, Fire World, and Water World. Water World was extremely rare. Now, there's not much you can do with it because you can't really... The whole purpose of it was to find the hidden message. And without the comic book, I guess you could download or find the comic book online. But it does have Yar's Revenge, Yar's Return. Video pinball was always kind of fun. Skydiver's hilarious. If most of the time when my brother and I would play it, we wouldn't play like you were supposed to. I'll explain that later. Of course, Pitfall. Can't have an Atari thing without Pitfall. Surprisingly enough, it does not have Pitfall 2, The Lost Caverns. And that was a fun one. And Pong Video Olympics. Return to Haunted House, which I've actually did not know it even existed. River Raid, which is one of my all-time favorites also. It does not have River Raid 2. But we will get into that next time. What I will show before is the way you can filter these. You've got your favorites, which I don't know, I guess I accidentally... Well, I like Frogger, so I'll favorite that one. And it goes backwards for some reason. Recent ones we've played, the games specifically by Activision, the games specifically See, this button is so sensitive. By Atari, alphabetical, which is what I tend to keep it at, and then just tells you about, takes you to at games. Who did? Let's see, they did a ColecoVision one of these. They did an Intellivision, which I don't have. And then they did a Sega one, which I have, but the Sega Mini one is better. So eventually I'll get into that. So that is Atari. Not bad. Of course, like I said, I got this at Toys R Us when they were going out of business. I paid like $10 for it. I don't know if you can still get these, but it's not bad being able to play Atari in HD. It's a nice mini console you can take around on trips. So that is part 1. We will see you next time in part 2.